Hello, welcome to Chemistry Cubicles. In this video, I am going to tell you that what are Grignard reagents and how they can be prepared and the reactions of Grignard reagents. Okay, so before coming on to the topic, I think I should tell you that what are organometallic compounds, because our Grignard reagent is also an organometallic compound. So any compound which contains at least one metal to carbon bond. Okay, let us suppose this is our compound in which the carbon atom is directly linked to the metal bond. So any compound in which there is at least one metal to carbon bond in which this carbon atom, okay, in which the carbon atom must be the part of organic group. Okay, so this carbon atom must be the part of organic group. So this compound is known as organometallic compounds. And organometallic compounds plays a vital role in medicinal field and are effectively used as catalyst. Now, the very common example of organometallic compound is our Grignard reagent, that is RMgX. This is known as Grignard reagent, and this carbon atom which is bonded to the metal atom must be a part of organic group. Okay. Now, on looking at NaCN, it may look like an organometallic compound. Okay, it may look like an organometallic compound because in NaCN there is a metal to carbon bond between sodium and carbon of the cyanide group. But this is not organometallic compound, because I have told you that in metal to carbon bond, okay, in metal to carbon bond, the carbon atom must be a part of organic group. Okay, this must be a part of organic group. But here we can see that the metal atom is bonded to the cyanide group, and which is not organic, it is inorganic. That's why our NaCN is not an organometallic compound. Now, coming on to the preparation of Grignard reagents, how Grignard reagents are prepared. Basically, Grignard reagents are made by adding the haloalkanes. Okay, by adding haloalkanes to small bits of magnesium in a flask containing ethoxyethane. Okay, this ethoxyethane is also known as diethyl ether or simply ether. So what happens when this our haloalkanes is treated with magnesium in the presence of dry ether? Then it will form the Grignard reagent. Okay, now the point to remember is that everything must be perfectly dry, because our Grignard reagents react with water. Now let's see how it reacts with water. Let us suppose this is CH3, CH2 and MgBr. This is a Grignard reagent and it reacts with water. Okay, this is the case of nucleophilic substitution reaction, and it leads to the formation of alkane, and the byproduct will be MgOH Okay, it is somewhere between the magnesium bromide and magnesium hydroxide, this entity. Okay, so what happens when our Grignard reagent reacts with water? It forms alkane and the byproduct is MgOH-Br. Now, in our Grignard reagent, the carbon and metal bond, that is CMg bond, is highly polar. Okay, because it is electropositive, and so what happens with respect to this, it becomes slightly electronegative and it pulls out both these electron towards itself, and here comes the partial negative charge and here comes the partial positive charge. So what happens due to this polarity, this carbon atom behaves like a nucleophile. Okay, this carbon atom behaves like a nucleophile, or we can also say that it is carbon ion. Okay, now let us suppose this is our Grignard reagent. MgBr. So here is the partial negative charge and here is the partial positive charge. Okay, it breaks in such a way that it forms a carbon ion and this positive entity. Okay. Now our Grignard reagent can undergo two types of reactions, which are namely nucleophilic substitution reaction and the another one is nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, so our Grignard reagent can undergo these two different types of reaction, nucleophilic substitution reaction and nucleophilic addition reaction. Now let's talk about the nucleophilic addition reaction. Since I have told you that the bond between the carbon atom and the magnesium, okay, this is polar, it contains partial negative and it contains partial positive. So what happens, the bonding pair of electrons, this bonding pair of electron is pulled toward the carbon atom. Okay, and our carbon behaves like a nucleophile. Okay, hence what happens, it can attack the positively charged of the carbonyl carbon atom. Okay, this is any carbonyl carbon, so it can easily attack to the positively charged. Why positively charged? Because this is electronegative atom and it is partially negative charge and it is partial positive charge. Okay, so it starts behaving like a nucleophile and it can easily attack to the positively charged carbon atom of the carbonyl group. This is our carbonyl group and gives nucleophilic addition reaction. Now this is the first reaction in which our Grignard reagents react with formaldehyde. What is formaldehyde? HC double bond O H. This is formaldehyde, and what happens when it reacts with Grignard reagent? Let us suppose we have taken this CS3 MgBr. This is the simplest Grignard reagent. So what happens? I have told you that this carbon atom behaves like a nucleophile. Okay, it contains partial positive negative charge and it contains partial positive charge. So what happens? This nucleophile attacks to this positively charged carbon atom of the carbonyl group and this bond shifts to this oxygen atom. Now what happens? HC, here comes the negative charge. Okay, so at negative this MgBr positive will migrate. This is H and it attacks at this carbon CS3. Now what happens next? This product is then hydrolyzed, that is reacted with water in the presence of dilute acids like H2SO4 or HCl, dilute like H2SO4 or HCl, that is H2O in the presence of acid. So what happens? Our H2O contains H plus and OH minus ions. So at the O minus this H plus will goes and this OH minus ion will goes to this MgBr positive. So what happens? HCO minus, O minus will abstract this H plus and becomes OH. This is H and this is CS3 and this MgBr goes to this and becomes the basic bromide, that is MgOH-Br. So what happens? This forms our primary alcohol CS3CH2OH, that is CH3CH2OH. This is our primary alcohol. So if the question comes that how can you form the primary alcohol with the help of Grignard reagent, so simply we have to react formaldehyde with the Grignard reagent. Now the second reaction is with acetaldehyde. So let's see what happens when acetaldehyde react with Grignard reagent. Acetaldehyde is CH3 C double bond O H. CH3CHO is acetaldehyde. What happens when it reacts with CH3 MgBr? So this is partially negative and it behaves as a nucleophile and it attacks on the positively charged carbon atom of this carbonyl group and this bond shifts to oxygen atom. So what happens next? This is CH3, this is O minus, and here comes the MgBr positive. This is H, and here comes the CH3. So after this, the next step will be hydrolysis in the presence of dilute acid. Okay, H2O in the presence of acids, H plus and OH minus. So again what will happen? This O minus will abstract this H plus, and MgBr positive will goes with this OH minus, and what forms as the product? CH3, C. This O minus will accept a proton, this H, and this is CH3, and the byproduct will be the basic bromide, that is Mg, OH and Br. So what is forming as the product? Our secondary alcohol. This is our secondary alcohol, that is CH3, CH, OH, CH3. Okay, so the secondary alcohol is forming when we react acetaldehyde with Grignard reagent. Okay, so if anyone asks that how can you prepare the secondary alcohol with the help of Grignard reagent, simply we react acetaldehyde with Grignard reagent, we get the secondary alcohol. Now the next reaction is with acetone. What happens when acetone reacts with our Grignard reagent? Okay, this is CH3, CO, CH3. This is propane 2-on. Okay, what happens when it reacts with Grignard reagent? Simple. This is negative, this is positive. It goes to the positively charged carbon atom of this carbonyl group, and it migrates to this. So what happens? CH3, C, O minus and MgBr positive, and this CH3 comes at this. After this, the next step will be hydrolysis in the presence of acidic medium, H plus and OH minus. So what happens? This O minus will accept a proton and convert it into the alcohol, and the byproduct will be Mg, OH, Br. So when the acetone reacts with the Grignard reagent, what is forming as the product? This is our tertiary alcohol. Okay, this is our tertiary alcohol, just like this, CH3, C, CH3, and this is CH3, and this is OH. Okay, this is our tertiary alcohol. So if anyone asks that how we can prepare the tertiary alcohol with the help of Grignard reagent, simply we react acetone with Grignard reagent and we obtain tertiary alcohol as the product. So remember student, when formaldehyde reacts with Grignard reagent, we obtain 1 degree alcohol. Okay, and when acetaldehyde react with Grignard reagent, we obtain secondary alcohol, and when acetone react with Grignard reagent, we obtain the tertiary alcohol. Now the next is reaction with CO2. So what happens when Grignard reagent react with our CO2 molecule? This is our CO2 and this is Grignard reagent, CH3, Mg, Br. So this is partially negatively charged and this is partial positive. So what happens? This goes to this positively charged carbon atom of the carbon dioxide, and this bonds moves to this. Okay, so it forms C double bond O, it becomes O negative, and here comes the MgBr positive, and here this is CH3. So the next step will be the hydrolysis in the presence of acidic medium. Okay, so what will happen? This O minus will accept a proton and becomes OH. This is C double bond O. So what is forming as the product? This is acetic acid, CH3, C double bond O, and this is OH, and MgOHBr is releasing as a byproduct. So when we react CO2 with our Grignard reagent, we get acetic acid as a product. Okay. Now the next is reaction with carbon disulfide. It is exactly the same as CO2. So what happens? This is our carbon disulfide. Okay. It reacts with Grignard reagent CH3 MgBr. This goes to this positively charged carbon atom and this moves to this. So what happened? C double bond S, single bond S minus, and MgBr positive, and this is CH3. And after the hydrolysis in the presence of acidic medium, we get CH3 C. This is SH. This will abstract a proton, and this is double bond S. Okay, so what it is forming as the product? This is known as thionic acid. Okay, this is known as thionic acid, and the byproduct will be magnesium hydroxybromide, MgOH. This is magnesium hydroxy bromide. Now the next reaction is with ester. This is something very important. Okay, so what happens when Grignard reagent reacts with ester? Let us suppose that this is our ester, CH3 C double bond O, CH3, and this is our Grignard reagent. Okay, so this is negative, this is positive, so it comes to this positively charged carbon atom. Okay, and this goes to this. Now what is forming? CH3 CO minus, and MgBr positive will come on this O minus. This is O, this is CH3. Okay, and this is CH3. So what will happen now? This oxygen atom will give its electron to this, and this methoxide ion, okay, this methoxide ion will leave because it is more stable in the carbonyl group. So that's why it departs its methoxide ion to get converted back into the carbonyl group. Okay, and this will leave minus O CH3. Okay, so what will form? CH3 C double bond O CH3. Okay, now the acetone will be formed. Now what happened? The another molecule of Grignard reagent reacts. Okay, so with esters, the two molecules of Grignard reagent reacts. Now what happens? This goes to this carbon atom and this goes to this. Okay, now what will happen? CH3 C O minus and MgBr positive, and this is CH3 and this is CH3, and after this we perform the hydrolysis H2O in the presence of dilute acid. So what will happen? It will form the tertiary alcohol. So when ester react with a Grignard reagent, it is the tertiary alcohol which is obtained as the product. This is tertiary alcohol. Okay. Now this is very important when nitriles react with our Grignard reagent. Okay, let us take acetone nitrile CH3 C triple bond N. Okay, it reacts with Grignard reagent CH3 MgBr. So this comes to this and it moves to this. So what will happen? CH3 C double bond N MgBr. Okay, this is negative and this is positive, and here comes the CH3 group. Okay, so what will happen? The next step will be hydrolysis. Okay, this is H plus and this is OH minus. So this N minus will accept a proton. Okay, and this MgBr positive will accept a OH minus ion. So what will form? This is CH3 C. We take CH3 at this double bond N, and N will accept a proton. This is converted into imine. This is known as imine. Okay, and MgOHBr will be released as a byproduct. Now it will undergo further hydrolysis. Okay, this imine will undergo further hydrolysis. Now what will happen? This pi bond moves to this, so it comes, here comes the negative and here comes the positive charge, H plus and OH minus. So it will accept the H plus and here comes the OH. CH3 C CH3 single bond NH2, and here comes the OH. Now what will happen? This bond will move to this and this leaves. Okay, and this hydrogen will goes to this nitrogen atom and the ammonia will be released, NH3 will be released. So what is forming as the product? CH3 C double bond O CH3 plus NH3 is evolved. Okay, this is acetone. So clear the mechanism of nitriles. What happens when nitriles react with Grignard reagents? The acetone is forming as the product. Now the another reaction of Grignard reagent is nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now what happens? The active hydrogen compounds, the active hydrogen containing compounds just like water, alcohol, acids and amine, when they react with Grignard reagents, okay, just like water, this is ethanol and this is acetic acid, okay, and this is primary amine. So when it reacts with Grignard reagent, it forms methane as a product. And in this case, so this is the case of simple nucleophilic substitution reaction. What happens? This is minus and this is positive. So it abstracts a proton from all these active hydrogen containing compounds. And what will be the byproduct in this case? In the case of water, the byproduct will be MgOHBr, and in the case of this alcohol, the byproduct will be MgO CH2CH3Br, and in case of this acid, the byproduct will be MgO C double bond O CH3Br, sorry, this is Br, and in this case of amine, the byproduct will be MgCH3NH Okay, this is the nucleophilic substitution reaction which is given by our Grignard reagent. So I have covered all the important things about the Grignard reagents in this video. Hope you like the video. Thank you.